Hello everyone, Mrs. Greenslit here, coming to you from my newly set up remote teaching station in my house. I'm happy to be here with you, but sure wish we could be at school instead. What I'd like you to do is go to your math papers and find Multiply by 5, pages 313 to 318, and if you have a multiplication chart, grab that as well. And we'll get started on today's lesson. So we have example 1. Leandro has 7 nickels. How much money does he have? 1 nickel equals 5 cents. Skip count by 5s to find 7 times 5. First I have an addition sentence. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 35 cents. You can also skip count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 cents. 7 nickels is 35 cents. 7 times 5 equals 35 cents. So Leandro has 35 cents. Leandro has the 7 nickels, and this is what your answers should look like. Leandro has 7 nickels. How much money does he have? Notice the pattern in the products. 0 times 5 equals 0. 1 times 5 equals 5. 2 times 5 equals 10. 3 times 5 equals 15. All of the products end in 0 or 5. Here's a little helpful hint. When you multiply by 5, the product will always end in 0 or 5. Let's extend the pattern. 4 times 5, 20. 5 times 5, write your answer here. 6 times 5, answer here. 7 times 5, answer here. And here are your answers. 20, 25, 30, 35. Look at the pattern. Example 2. A watermelon patch has 6 rows of watermelons. Each row has 5 watermelons. How many watermelons are in the farmer's patch? Write a multiplication sentence with a symbol for the unknown. They've done that for you. 6 times 5 equals unknown. Draw an array with 6 rows. So you'll have row 1 with 5 in it, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5, row 6. Then you're going to use the commutative property to draw another array with 5 rows. So you'll have row 1 and it'll have 6 dots in it. Then row 2 with 6 dots, row 3, row 4, and row 5. And this is what your array should look like. Remember, it's much easier to do the dots than it is to draw with the squares. So here you have 6 rows with 5 in each row, and here you have 5 rows with 6 in each row. And they will give you the same answer. There are 6 rows of 5, so 6 times 5 is 30. The unknown is 30. Here there are 5 rows of 6. 5 times 6 is 30. The unknown is 30. There are 30 watermelons in the farmer's patch. Here we're going to skip count by 5s to find each product and then draw lines to match. We'll do the first one together. 4 times 5. So I see right here there are 4 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to put 20 in here and draw a line. Now you do numbers 2, 3, and 4. This is what your answer should look like. 3 times 5 is 15. 8 times 5 is 40, and 7 times 5 is 35. Explain why the 5 facts might be easier to remember than other facts. Well, if you remember what we talked about earlier, the 5 facts either end in 0 or 5. Here's our independent practice again. Write an addition sentence to help find each product. 2 times 5 equals, and this is 5 plus 5 equals 10. So both of these are 10. Number 6, 3 times 5, 5 plus 5 plus 5, 5, 10, 15. Both of these are 15. Here you'll write 5 plus 5 7 times. And then skip count to find the answer. Here's what your answer should look like. You're going to continue the same way. Here you're going to write 5 plus 5 plus 5 8 times and skip count to find the answer. Here you're going to write 5 plus 5 5 times and skip count to find the answer. And here you're going to write 5 plus 5 9 times and skip count to find the answer. So 8 times 5 is 40, 5 times 5 is 25, and 9 times 5 is 45. Here you're going to draw some arrays. Remember, dots and circles are much easier to draw. After you draw the array, you'll write a multiplication sentence. So here you're going to have 7 rows of 5. So 1 row of 5, 2 rows of 5, 3 rows of 5, 4 rows of 5, 5 rows of 5, 6 rows of 5, 7 rows of 5. And you can skip count. So 7 times 5 equals, and you can write the answer here. 3 rows of 5, 1 row, 2 rows of 5, 3 rows of 5. 3 rows times 5 in each row equals, and you can skip count to find the answer. 4 rows of 5, draw 1 row of 5, 2 rows of 5, 3 rows of 5, 4 rows of 5. 4 times 5 equals, and you skip count for the answer. 7 times 5 is 35, 3 times 5 is 15, and 4 times 5 is 20. Algebra. Find each unknown. Use the commutative property. Remember, the commutative property states that the order does not matter of the factors here. Blank times 6 equals 30. If you have a multiplication chart, you can check that now. Or I'll give you a hint. This lesson is called Multiply by 5. 5 times 6 equals 30. The unknown is 5. 5 times what will get you to 10? The unknown is, I know you're saying it, 2. Then 9 times 5, or 5 times 9, skip count. It's easier to count by 5s. Skip count and find the answer. Now I'd like to help you with some problem solving. Kai, Lakita, and Maxwell collected acorns. If each gets 5 acorns, how many acorns did they collect? Explain. So how many people do we have? We have 3. So 3 times, how many acorns did they each get? 5. So 3 times 5 equals 15. So 3 times 5 equals 15 acorns. A sunflower costs $6. Evelyn wants to buy 2. Does she have enough money if she has 3 $5 bills? Remember what we talked about in class. Take each sentence. So we know each sunflower costs $6 and she wants to buy 2. So 2 times 6 equals $12. The money she has is 3 $5 bills. So 3 times 5 equals 15. Does she have enough money? Yes, and we explain using greater than or less than. Yes, because $15 is greater than $12. This one is a little trickier. There are 82 members in a band. Part of the band divides into 9 equal groups of 5. So 9 times 5 is 45. You have to subtract 82 minus 45. You can do that right over here. When you subtract, and you'll have to regroup, 82 minus 45 equals 37. How many equal groups of 7 could be made with the members that are left? So 37 divided by 7 will give you 5 groups, because 5 times 7 is 35. So you'll have 2 left over. So 5 groups. Circle the strategy that will not help you find 6 times 5. So look at these: skip counting, rounding, make an array, draw a picture. The only one that won't help you is rounding, because rounding gives an estimate and we need an exact answer. What do you notice about all the products of 5? Well, all the products of 5 end in 0 or 5. Which of the products of 5 are also products of 2? All of the products that end in 0. And just a reminder, products mean answers in multiplication. Here's your homework. You'll do what we did earlier, write an addition sentence to help find each product. So 3 times 5, so you'll have 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 15. You'll do the same with 8 times 5 and 5 times 5. Now I want to show you a little bit with some other word problems. I'd like you to start with number 8. So if you could go to that homework page. On number 8, you have to find out, for each balloon game at the fair you get 5 tickets. Jamal won 9 balloon games. Gary won 6 balloon games. Do they have enough tickets all together for a prize that is worth 100 tickets? Here's my hint. Find how many Jamal won, find how many Gary won, and all together, do they have enough for a prize that is worth 100 tickets? Give it a try. Here we are on question 9. It's a bit of a tricky one. For a craft, each student will need 5 rubber bands. There are 8 students. Rubber bands come in bags of 9. How many bags will be needed? How many rubber bands will be left over? First, find out how many you need. So you have 8 students times 5 rubber bands. And I'll tell you that will be 40. Now use your chart and look at the number 9 line. What times 9 will get you at least 40 rubber bands? Once you figure that out, you can find out how many bags will you need and how many rubber bands will be left over. It is a bit tricky. Use your multiplication chart. Good luck with everything, and if you have any questions, email me so I can help you. Have fun. I miss you lots. Bye.